We're watching a watershed moment in a California courtroom. A jury finding Meta and YouTube liable after a now 20-year-old woman accused them of addicting her to their apps, causing her years of mental health issues, including body dysmorphia, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. After more than 8 days of deliberations, the jury ordered the companies pay the woman $3 million in compensatory damages. Jurors are still figuring out what punitive damages are going to be. Legal experts see the verdict as a landmark decision that could set precedent for some 1,500 similar cases against social media giants. Hundreds more lawsuits are coming from schools and state attorneys general. Joining us now to discuss is Andrea Mata, a clinical child psychologist. Andrea, thank you so much for being with us. I just first want to let you know that we are listening live to Mark Lanier, the plaintiff's attorney, and he's speaking outside the courthouse. As soon as we get some sound from him, we'll turn it around and ask you about it. But first, I just wanted to get your thoughts on today's verdict.
I mean, I think it's going to change how our teens use social media, because I think we've known, at least the books that I've read, we've known that social media is addicting, and like it's just all about like, can we get those dopamine hits? Can we get them? We need more dopamine. We need more dopamine, and we're just wanting more and more likes. And what else can we put on there? And it's just it's doing so much damage to not only our youth's mental health, but like anyone who's using its mental health.
What does it mean for a young developing brain to have access not only to the content that's on social media, which may be problematic, but just to the format itself? It's sort of like, I've heard it described as an attention casino, where there's no easy way out, and you just wind up endlessly scrolling. What does that do to a young brain?
I mean, I think it makes them just search for the next hit, the next dopamine hit. And I mean, if you think about it, these companies are spending billions of dollars trying to figure out how to gain your attention much more. And when you're trying to compete, and you're an individual teenager, and you're trying to compete against companies that are investing billions of dollars into their platforms being more addictive, us individuals are going to lose every single time.
Yeah, responding to the verdict, a Google spokesperson said that this case misunderstands YouTube, which is a responsibly built streaming platform, not a social media site. Do you see a distinction between YouTube and, say, Meta's platforms, Facebook or Instagram?
I mean, I think in YouTube's original format, where it's like the long form content where people are going to get, information. Like I have my own YouTube channel that's talking about like parenting advice for teachers and coaches and parents and those kind of things. But I think like when they started to move more towards like the shorts, where it's just trying to gain attention, I think that's when they moved more towards like a social media platform compared to what its true form was.
What's your advice then to parents who have kids that are on social media?
I think one of the big things, like in the book, The Anxious Generation, Dr. John Hyatt always talks about like no social media before the child is 16, and no no smartphones before high school. And so I think if parents start to stick to those guidelines, and I know it is so challenging. I was just having a conversation with a client yesterday because he's like, I want a smartphone and I want to go on social media. And I'm like, I wouldn't recommend that you go on social media until you're 16 anyways, and you shouldn't have a smartphone until you hit high school. And he's like, and I'm like, that's what the research suggests.
Yeah, I sense that frustration with my nephew. He's younger, and many of his friends at school have smartphones. Lastly, I wonder if you think Congress should get more involved in this and set some of these guardrails, the way that we've seen governments of other nations do this, setting age limits on social media.
I mean, I think the social media platforms try to set those age limits, right? But I think in order to get out of this, in order to really help our youth, we're going to have to take a much more systemic approach. So now the platforms are kind of getting they're getting their consequences. They're being held accountable. And Congress, it would be great if they could come in and help us, create laws and those kind of things that limit ages and those kind of things. But I think the other big piece that no one is really talking talking about is what responsibility do parents have for limiting their child's social media? You don't have to buy your child a smartphone before they're in high school. You don't have to allow them to on social media before they are 16. Where's the responsibility of parents to set these expectations and these behaviors and set their children up for success instead of addiction?
Dr. Andrea Mata, thank you so much for sharing your expertise. We appreciate the time.
Thanks so much for having me.